Hey guys, it's Bruce with Stripling Warrior Studio, and today I just want to share a thought of the value of a human soul today. What do I mean by that? Today meaning if you meet someone today, what's the value of that human soul? If it's someone that's homeless and you bypass them on the corner, if it's someone that is incredibly successful in the business world or the sports world or something like that, and you admire them or you envy them, whichever. If it's a family member, if it's a friend, if it's someone that you're excited to get to know or you're not excited to get to know, if it's someone that you love or if it's someone that you hate, all of these different ideas, what's the value of that human? Some humans we want to be really close to. Some humans we can't wait to get away from. I'm sure that as a human being, there's people that want to be close to me. I had one of my customers tell me recently that they miss me. They can't wait to spend time with me again outside of where I work as a dentist. And yet, I was at church today, and as I made a comment about something related to body language, and someone just shook their head, and I could tell, okay, that person can't wait to get away from me. But I'm the same person. So I just want to share this thought about human beings. I really think that there's a lot more correlation between us as humans and I didn't think about a whole lot before this video, before I decided to make it, and so this is really on a whim, but it's deeply heartfelt. So between humans and the value that's inside and the value that's outside. But I heard it once said that we relate to money the same way we relate to people, and we relate to people the same way we relate to money. If we have a hard time with money, we typically have a hard time with money with people, and if we have a hard time with people, we have a hard time with money. So in this example, I'm going to use money. So Alan, who's kind enough to shoot this video for me, has lent me $3. Now, the first two didn't matter too much. The third one, it was very important to me that it was nice and crisp. And Alan, why don't you come in closer here? I want to show something to the world. This beautiful $1 bill on a nice, sunny, and to me, cold Colorado day. I'm going to stick that on the beast here. That has actually I love George. I want him there, the number 1, and I want it to stick flat. Okay. Nice, beautiful, crisp, clean. The perception is, oh, it's great. Okay, now I'm actually starting to heat up. But we might perceive this as one thing, just like we might look at a human being and say, wow, they've got everything together. They've got it all. But we can't tell where that dollar bill has been, and we can't tell where that dollar bill is going. And other ones, we might look at, well, this one's a little bit more worn. But let's just say, for all intents and purposes, that, well, this is kind of what we think of that dollar bill. And so, or that person. My question is, does this dollar hold any more value than this dollar? Do we not all start in this life as babies? Whether or not we have loving parents, whether or not we're in foster care, whether or not like for me, my parent, a parent dies. We're all children. We're all babies. We all start out in this world naked, and we're all gonna die one day. It's what happens in between the beginning and the end that really matters. But let's take something even worse, This one, maybe you can still recognize that that's a dollar bill. And I went out into the yard and I got some nice mud. So let's just take that dollar bill and I don't know if this will be, I'm gonna shake some of that off. I don't know if this magnet's gonna hold it to the wall. Let's see. Oh, it holds. We might look at that And we might say, oh, that's just a clump of dirt. That's worthless. Is it? Don't some of us in life just need a little help? We need someone to take us and help us out a little bit, to lift us up. Does that mean that, oh, sorry. Does that mean that we're gonna get a little dirty in the process? Yeah. Does that mean that just because this dollar bill was dirty at one point, that now it has no value? No. It's really a beautiful thing. I love the analogy here, and just the different paths that we can take. This isn't something I've ever seen before, just it's in my head of the value of a human soul. Now, that still might be dirty, but we can recognize that that's a dollar bill. And I can take it inside and I can wash it, and if I want it to be nice and crisp like this, I can iron it. I mean, I can take good care of this. Are we not all humans the same way? That we take a little bit more care of each other and we make life better? I don't know. Tell me what you think about this, but I think it's worth taking time to stop our own lives that we think are so important, so crisp, and everything's perfect, and we got to keep them this way. I think it's okay for us to get a little dirty, to come together, and hey, look, for those of you that are artists, maybe that's just kind of cool too, right? So come on in close, Alan. This is what's important. Just, man, as human beings, as children of God, as I believe, but as human beings, we have got to come together. We've got to put aside our differences, put aside our judging, because let's face it, most of us judge incorrectly because we're going off of our own experiences, our own opinions based on our prior experiences. And then we've got those parts in our brain that are trying to protect us from someone that might say something or do something that will force us or encourage us to change the way that we currently think, which is challenging, and our brain isn't wired to excitedly go about taking on challenges unless you get it there. We can do this. The world is a beautiful, beautiful place, but we got to come together to make it happen. So world, I love you. Let me know what you think about that. But let me know if it changes your perspective a little bit on how you view other humans, how you view other creatures in life altogether, and what you're going to do about it, how you're going to change. Love you. Bye.